designed than from Lenovo. This is the Slim 23 Touch all-in-one showstopper computer, slim and sleek, almost 2 feet of screen. And let me tell you something, fully loaded. 8 gigs of RAM. Terabyte of the hard drive. We don't do anything more than that. It's $100 off today. We had this back in August, sold out. We just got them back for September. This is full HD LED touchscreen, totally borderless. This entire thing, look at it. It's all screen. You've got 2.1 gigahertz Intel Pentium processor built inside this. It's your perfect family computer. Here's the best part. Do you know this thing weighs less than 10 pounds? So you can put this in any room of the house. And Joe, I gotta tell you, fancy computer. Tell us about Lenovo. People haven't heard that. You know Lenovo is, right?
Well, Lenovo is the #1 PC manufacturer on the planet right now. They sell more computers than any other company that's out there. And they employ 58,000 people. So it's one of the largest companies I've had. And they're trying to create, a lot of those are engineers, creating a better environment, better experience for you. Whether it's the sleek design that you'll think this is just a monitor, but everything is built right behind your unit. It's called an all-in-one because that's all there is to it. There's one cable. There's not a series of cables, 12, 13, 14 cables that you have to attach to it. This has one single cable. It comes out of the backside and makes it so easy to be able to operate all your different devices, whether you're plugging printers, whether you want to surf online, whether you want to play games. When you turn this to the side, that's all there is to your brand new all-in-one unit.
That is nice.
You plug one single cable in.
It's like as thin as a tablet.
It is. When you look really at the side, I mean, it really disappears in my shirt. That's how razor thin it is. And the reason why they wanted to create something like this is because so many of us, we put our desktop in the back room. You put it down in the basement. It becomes an eyesore and you don't want to have this out and about. Well, Lenovo designed this to sit it on the kitchen countertop. Designed this to be out in the living room. Designed this to be amongst all of us, so now we no longer have to be that person who's back there on the back, away from everyone else. Now I can easily have access to all my different content and it's all right there for me. And I love the fact that this is the biggest screen that we've had from Lenovo. Because the most popular screen size in America right now is a 15-inch. And when you stack it up next to the Lenovo, do you know that this is almost 3 times as big? It's really like stacking 3 15-inch screens side by side, which means I can get more things done at the same time. I can multitask unlike I've ever done before. And when you have that 8 gigabytes worth of memory, I can run all these programs with no hourglass, no hesitation. So when you look at the brands that are delivering your experience, yes, it's Lenovo, #1 in the world for PCs. It's also Microsoft, the Windows 10 experience, which is gonna make it super easy for you to operate. But then it's also Intel, the #1 processor on the planet. And this is the Intel Pentium series, which means it's that step up. But with a dual core processor, it has 2 engines, 2 brains to handle that multitasking. So if you're looking for the ultimate as far as sleek and just the perfect design, but then you want that power too, this is definitely the one for you.
All right, listen, I got 1,000 of these to go around. Already 100 people have selected it. It truly is a great deal, and it's very impressive when you look at this. Like if you have a space where you want to do like some family computing, maybe you've got kids or grandkids that come over the house and they want to use your computer all the time, this is ideal for that because we've got almost 2 feet of screen. Not only that, I don't think I mentioned, it also comes with an external drive, a DVD player. So now you can also pop your DVDs into this and you can watch your movies. What does that mean? That means if you put this in a den or that spare bedroom, now when people come over, they'll have the ability to be able to watch a movie. They just pop it in. Here's the Lenovo DVD tray. They give you this. This plugs right into your computer, so now you've got a DVD player built into that. I love that. Intel inside, so you got the great names to go along with. Lenovo, #1 PC manufacturer in the world right now. And then, of course, 8 gigs of RAM and a terabyte on the hard drive. It's truly an all-in-one, as Joe said, so it does it all. But look at this. I'm going to show you something. This is it. It weighs less than 10 pounds. Wait, hold on, let me show you. I've got it in there. Is that showing you that it doesn't weigh a lot? It is amazing. And then look at how thin this is. This is like a tablet. So if you want to put this on the kitchen table, by the way, it has a tilt feature. Look, it even tilts like this.
Wait, now keep showing that, because if you're going to start showing off the frame, you notice down below, that's your webcam. So it actually has its
Oh
own
my
little
gosh,
cubby
cool.
tray. You pop it out whenever you need to. So that way, some people are concerned with the webcam being on. When you're using a PC here, you can lock it in its place. And also, when you turn it to the side, there are even additional ports that are right there on the side of your webcam tray. So you're getting multiple USB ports, HDMI inputs as well. It's the fastest wireless that we've ever offered too.
Yeah.
So if the internet is a concern for you, if it's always slow when you're getting online, this is the brand new wireless AC that just came out this year. That's 50% faster than last year's top of the line version. So it's truly screaming when it comes to the internet. But the other thing you'll notice is that because it's got that huge footprint, everything has been designed to be more ergonomically correct for you and easier to access. So when you turn to the side, it truly is all there is to it. And you have that great touchscreen experience, but you also have a wireless keyboard that comes with it. So if you need to use the keyboard, you've got that too. If you want to have the wireless mouse, you've got that too. And the way they designed this, it's designed to actually hug your hand. And it's really easy. There's no moving parts, so I can easily access all the great content. Even the mouse has been designed to be a better overall experience for you. But the other thing I love about this, guy, is that because it has Windows 10, it has the Start menu. The Start menu's back. It makes it so easy to navigate through all my different applications and different programs that I have. So over here, I have the largest hard drive, by the way, that we've ever offered on a Lenovo. On the left side, these are all my programs I've stored on my Lenovo. And I can store hundreds of programs because it's the largest hard drive we've ever offered. Over here on the right side, these are my favorites. These are my go-to, whether it's checking email, whether it's hopping on Twitter, whether it's playing Angry Birds, whether I'm playing Candy Crush, whether I want to bring out the drums, I can have all my go-tos that are right here. Now, the other thing I love about it is that I'm going to go full screen on my drums for a second, and let me turn up the volume. Because typically, when you end up having a speaker, when you end up having a touchscreen experience, most touchscreens, there are only 2 touch points. Now, why is that bad for you? Are you ever on your tablet and there's a little bit of a delay when you're dragging something across the screen? Well, this isn't 2, not 5, but it's actually 10 touch points. And Guy Van has the most feminine looking.
Oh yeah, now stop that, Joe.
Nice nail polish, Joe. Oh. I got caught. I just want to come out real fast because this is such a great, whenever I see the whole thing about all-in-one, I think, when I first saw this, I thought it's just the screen. Like,
right.
and just for that monitor, it's a great deal for $699. But this is your tower, this is your all-in-one, none of that big, bulky, dusty, nasty tower. One cord coming out of it. To me, that's huge. So it looks sleek and it really becomes your home hub. And also, I like that you can play drums. You can play drums.
And you know something, we don't carry any form of computer that has less of a border than this one as well. It is all screen. So a lot of times you see two, big screen and you realize it's got a ½ or an inch border on it. This is all. Look at that's a good shot, Joe. This is all screen. It is truly amazing. And Lenovo, as we said, is a huge company responsible for most of the PCs anywhere, and they know what they're doing. What we did is we took the specs, the best specs that we have with the 8 gigs of RAM, the terabyte on the hard drive, the Intel processor. You've got all the best names working for you at once here. And by the way, we are offering this today on our VIP plan. So if you don't know what that is, and if you don't get an HSN credit card, you should get one anyway, because it's so worthwhile to have one, because it opens up the door to a lot of great deals for you. First of all, it allows you to finance what we call VIP financing. Sometimes it's 6 months, sometimes it's 9, 12. We've even done 18 before. This is a 12-month finance, which means that this computer is less than $60 a month to get home. You pay for it over a year. There's no finance charge. You even get 10 bucks off, so it would be $689 if it's your first credit card with HSN. Click that little blue icon and grab it. We would love it if you would. And we'd also love to hear from you. So please call us. We're going to put our testimonial line up there. We'd love it if you'd call us. If you've owned one of these computers before and you can share your story, we would appreciate that. There's only 1,000. I know exactly. We got 1,068 of these. 100 people have already picked it up. So if you're looking at what I would say, Joe, for maybe the last computer you need to buy, maybe it's a computer that you're buying for you and your husband so you can both work on it together.
Right.
What's nice about these wonderful desktops now is that they're lightweight. They used to be 15, 20 pounds.
Oh, they're huge.
This is less than 10 pounds, so you can move it from place to place. There's only one plug. There's not a whole bunch of plugs. There's no tower. We got one of those old-fashioned towers, but there's no tower. You plug it in and you're ready to go. Not only that, we have desktops. This is also a touchscreen desktop, which is a big deal because when you are doing, let's say you're planning a vacation, isn't it nice to be able to put your hands up there and touch what, you know, the pictures and move things around? Joe's showing you how much he can do. I mean, it's like a 3-ring circus what Joe's got going on there now, but look at all the control. Look at what he's got going on there, and look at how quickly this performs to every task that he asks of it.
Even when you're surfing online, guys, it's so quick.
I mean,
and
look
so
at that.
easy.
Now, Joe, you also do get the wireless mouse.
You get the wireless mouse.
And you get the keyboard, too.
Absolutely.
And I love the keyboard. It's kind of sleek and cool, too, isn't it?
The keyboard is sleek, just like your brand new all-in-one. And there's barely a profile there, but it's got a great tilt. Makes it really easy for you to access. It also has that wireless keyboard, wireless mouse on there. So you have keyboard, you have mouse, and you can also touch the screen, too. But it also has a really cool feature where you can actually edit live web pages if you want to, because you can create notes on there. So are you sick and tired of your husband getting you the wrong thing for Christmas? Now you know exactly, he can tell exactly what he wants. And by the way, we have a special offer on Viper Antivirus. That's what I have up on the screen. If you're buying this Lenovo, you need to pick up Viper Antivirus today. It gives you a lifetime of support. As soon as you install it, it's gonna be there forever. You never have to worry about viruses and getting those bad things on your computer. Now, once I've gone and highlighted this, if I want, all I do is I just drag this over like that. I can copy those highlighted images that I want, and now I can share it. I can share it by email, I can share it to Twitter, I can share it to Facebook, I can send it out as a message. It makes it so easy to be able to communicate with one another with our quick little edits, all by just a touch of a button. Now, also, a lot of us love to read articles online. I do, I love reading the news, I love seeing what's going on, but you know, a lot of these websites, I just get bombarded with ads. I've got pop-up ads there, pop-up ads all over the place. I just want to read the article. Well, Microsoft has this cool little button. It's called the reading mode. I tap that one button, and now it gets rid of everything, so I'm just reading the article. It just makes sense, and it makes it more convenient, because this is why you came to that website. And if you're wondering, well, how'd you do all this stuff? When you go to the Start menu, there's an option. I'm going to tap it real quick, and then I'm going to go back to the Start menu again. As soon as you tap it, it's something called Get Started. It's right there. It never expires. It never goes anywhere. It's 40 hours worth of training. And as soon as you insert that, it pops up on the screen, and here's your 40 hours of classes. And it teaches you about the brand new Start menu, teaches you about Microsoft Edge, which I just showed you. It's gonna show you about OneDrive, which I'll show you in a little bit. But notice that while I was doing that, I have everything else running that's in the background. When you're buying a brand new computer, you want it to be powerful enough to handle your everyday tasks. Well, this has an Intel Pentium processor. And there's a lot of technology in here that's exclusive to Intel, which is really gonna make a difference for you. So what has Intel done? They've upped their processors to be able to handle more information, especially handling the new high-definition content that's out there. So what we've added is a high-definition video card from Intel. So now the gamers, video editing, watching a movie, that is gonna be a breeze for this computer. And we're also able to get in a small footprint because they've optimized the power. It doesn't need a big, bulky tower. Processors used to have this type of power because they generated so much heat. And when you look at this big, bulky tower, this thing weighs 33 pounds. This is all right here. And this only weighs 9 pounds. And that's including the monitor. That's why Lenovo is the #1 PC manufacturer on the planet. They come out with cutting edge design that I don't need 12 cables to connect. And you remember this? They all used to be color coded because there are 12 cables. Now, there's one cable, and that's it. You plug this one cable in, you're good to go. Keyboard's wireless, mouse is wireless, even the internet is wireless. And this is the only all-in-one that the only computer my wife will actually let me put out in the kitchen because it's not a big, bulky eyesore. It's a beautiful, really like a beautiful piece of furniture. So when I tip this down, put this back, and I'm gonna tip the computer around again.
I love how it looks.
When you just see it, it's borderless, it's edge to edge. When you look at the profile, like even the most expensive televisions don't have an edge-to-edge border that's as thin as this one. It truly is all content, so I don't have to worry about I'm not being cluttered by anything else. It looks like the most beautiful screen I've ever had.
Yeah, and I will tell you, they're going fast. They're $699 on price break today. I want to remind you, too, you also get the PC Lifestyle software package to go with this. And inside here, you've got Clarabella credit, a Think Free Office, Cooking School, Easy Photo, Meal, Easy Loopster, Rhapsody Music Service, Better Photography Photography 101, which is $100. That Better Photography class is a $100 class. I've done it online. It's not just for photos, it's for video recording as well.
Right.
It's a really great class that you can enjoy. These are all going to be thrown in as bonuses that make it exclusive here, and we're doing that at $100 off. That recipe school is great. Photo Maker, that's a great one. They're really a lot of fun, but there's the course I took, and I would tell you, you're going to love it. Really helps you to learn how to use your cameras and to take better pictures. All that is included in addition to the actual value itself. This is about $1,000 at retail. We're doing it at $699.95. But remember, you don't have to pay for this all at once. You don't even have to pay for it at 6-pay. If you have an HSN credit card, if not, we'll get you one. If you get, and upon approval, we'll take the 6 payments and we'll stretch them into 12. So that $116 will be half that price. Okay, 58 and change. That's what you'll wind up paying. Plus, you get the 10 bucks off for your first purchase upon approval, too. So it's a great deal. I have 6 minutes available left in the presentation. So if you want something really cool, something that, as I said, weighs less than 10 pounds, so you can move it anywhere you want. One day it could be in your den. You got people coming over. And by the way, did I mention that it does come with a DVD player? Joe's going to talk about that in a sec. So, you know, because I'm a stickler about these big machines and saying, well, at least I want to be able to use it as a movie player too. Right. Because it's going to sit into, it's going to be in an extra room sometimes. So this is like having a movie player. So if you have folks come over, they can utilize it. You can use it as your office. And this is definitely your office computer. This is not, this is not your portable computer you're going to take with you. Although a lot of people are buying these to replace their work computer because it's so nice to look at 2 feet of screen versus, show me, Joe, let me see, versus
that's the most popular size. Isn't it crazy?
There it is. And as Joe has said to you, literally you're like 1, 2, 3.
And you probably have used a 15-inch laptop. And you're like, oh, it's okay.
This is mine's 11. So when I look at this, I'm like, this is like being in a freaking movie. It's like a drive-in movie theater.
Well, the reason why it's so important to have is that there's a lot of reason to have multitasking, especially if your kids are doing work, trying to get homework done. My kids do all their work on an all-in-one, specifically because it's a bigger screen. But then when you look at the 15-inch, when you look at what's on the screen, like I'm trying to surf online and then type in my Word document at the same time. If you try this on a smaller 15-inch screen, you end up doing this little game where you're coming over here, you're typing your letter, then you're researching, then you come back and you type your letter again. This has this really cool feature called Snap. So what I do is I snap it over to one side, I snap it over to the other. And now, Guy, I'm no longer trying to fight for 15-inch worth of space. I've got the website, the full website on one side, and I've got a full 8.5 by 11-inch sheet of paper on the other side. So,
look at how it makes it so easy.
It makes it so easy.
Well, you know what, Joe?
Multitasking.
But that's one of the things this can really do. This gives you the ability to do so much that you would never normally do. And listen, this is not, like your average everyday computer. This is something that is totally special, something that really is going to give you not only the future-proof sort of qualities that we love because it's loaded with memory, right? You got 8 gigs of RAM, you got a terabyte on the hard drive, so you're never gonna exhaust that. And we could go through how much that's worth, but well, yeah, you wanna do, what's a terabyte worth to you? Look at the hours of music, Joe.
Well, it's 200,000 songs, or how about 16,000 hours worth of music, over 1,000 hours of high-definition video. And if you're into photos, 320,000 pictures.
That's
and just
crazy.
to quantify that for you, it looks like a big number. But if it just in terms of time, if you take 1,000 pictures a month, it would take you over 20 years to fill up a hard drive that's that big. That's why these all-in-ones become the entertainment hub, because this is where you plug in your tablet. This is where you plug in your cell phone. This is where you download all that digital content. And the thing I love it too is that you can buy this Lenovo elsewhere at this price and even higher. But anywhere else you're getting it, you're not getting the DVD burner. We know that it's a big deal for you, and less than 20% of computers that are sold today don't even have a DVD burner. So you're getting this as that special bonus. So keep it in the drawer. When you need it, you've got it right there. You can make your own DVD movies. You can make your own audio CDs. You can use it as a great tool to back up that content and back up that information. It's truly gonna change the way you use your computer, because I've got a computer that has a huge hard drive. I've got a computer that has 8 gigabytes worth of memory, so now I can do more things at the same time. And when you look at RAM, a lot of people say, well, this one has 4 gigs, this one has 8 gigs. Why does it matter? Why is it a big deal? Well, the more RAM you have, the more things you can do at the same time. I think of the RAM as like the working desk size to the computer. Remember when you were in kindergarten, you had a really small desk, and it was fine because you were just playing with clay and blocks. It's pretty simple. But as you got older, the bigger the desk, the easier it is to work. Same thing with your computer. The more RAM, the bigger the virtual desk. So that's why I can run multiple programs with no delay, no hourglass, no hesitation, because I've got that 8 gigs of RAM, and then I have that processor also from Intel. Now keep in mind, it's got some great sound to it too. Let me turn down my speakers for a second. All right, there's my speakers. So this also has a high definition video card. So if your kids are asking for that gaming experience and you don't want to have to go out and buy a $500 or $600 gaming console, this can be that gaming console for them. Look how stunning that is, guy. And this is a video game that we're playing right now.
Isn't that amazing?
It's not like these sports crew follow these guys around. You're playing in 1080p high definition. This is also one of the better screens that has that edge to edge where it's truly edge to edge on the screen, but when you look at it from multiple angles, do you see how the color and the quality is not degrading? This is one of the best screens I've ever had for an all-in-one. So don't just stop and think it's a computer. Now you can download Netflix, now you can download Hulu, now you can watch HSN Live right here. You can turn this into a television with all that great content that's available online.
And that's really what I love about it too, right? When you think about a computer, you think it's a computer. You never think about it as like your big HD large screen TV. And that's what this is like. It's like having a big screen TV, but it's a big screen computer. It's almost 2 feet of screen. I know most of you out there have an 11 or a 15 inch, maybe a 17, but when you got 23 inches of touch screen computer, it's special. You know, it's fun.